So after my wife said that I had kind of low effect, I decided to take an improv workshop. I had done that a few years ago, a couple of three, I guess, courses in improv, and it certainly was something that they dealt with was reacting with emotion rather than words. But as you see, there's just nothing happening here. It's just like I'm a zombie. So what do I do? What do I do? But anyway, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about grief because someone said yesterday that I must have Asperger's syndrome because I don't respond like normal people to stuff. And I can't say more about that particular situation except this woman came to Mr. Buddha with a dead child and said, "Can you fix him?" And Mr. Buddha said, "Sure, I can fix him, but first you'll have to go around the village and knock on every door and find someone who hasn't been affected by grief and bring me from that home a certain kind of seed, and then I can fix your baby." So she goes around and knocks on every door and finds, as you can expect, that everyone's been affected by grief. And she comes back and she understands that this happens and life's impermanent. And then I was thinking about a time when I was riding my bike down the alley, as we all did in Chicago, and my tire got stuck in that crack that all the alleys had right in the middle of the alley, and I flew over the handlebars and got hurt. And I told my mom, who was trained as a psychiatric social worker and much a believer in Freud, and that there are no accidents. And she said, "Aha, I came home and I wanted comforting." And she said, "Aha, aha, aha." I can't say that very well, but aha. She said that, and she said, you were thinking about your cousin who recently died in an accident. And that's why you had the accident, because you wanted sympathy. And I told that story to my Pilates teacher today, and she said, "Oh, your mom was so cold." But that wasn't quite it. To me, at least. You probably think my mom was so cold saying that. So today, my Pilates teacher said, "Well, yesterday I was closing my dresser drawer and I hit my ankle on it." And so when I hear something like that, I think, or I think about thinking about it and maybe decide that I don't want to think about it. But it's not as simple as, "Oh, I'm so sorry you stubbed your toe," or whatever. It brings about a whole series of thoughts. Why was your mind on what you were doing? Why are you telling me? What do you want me to say? What would be the appropriate response here? So I might have said something like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that," but not maybe feeling 100% that I was sorry to hear that, because I was pretty involved in trying to figure out what was this about. And anyway, so I guess sometimes I don't feel as empathetic as one might be. Oh, I'm so sorry. My favorite story about all this is when I asked I called my favorite teacher one time. I think I was in graduate school, and I was entering every art exhibit I could. And I said to him, so what's wrong? I've gotten rejected 3 times in a row. And his comment was great. Never forget it. Said, you must not be any good.